Arianna in the Bronx. A modern Cinderella tale. Arianna Alvarez lived in a modest apartment in the heart of the Bronx, surrounded by the sounds of bustling streets, the smells of street food wafting through the air, and the warmth of a community that never seemed to sleep. She lived with her mother, Gloria, who was the daughter of a well-off family. Gloria had always been distant, and ever since Arianna's father passed away when she was young, the mother-daughter bond had strained even further. Arianna's life, although filled with love from her friends and neighbors, was difficult. Gloria had a new husband, Ray, and his daughter, Tanya, a spoiled and mean-spirited teenager, often made life at home miserable. While Arianna tried to stay positive, her mother's indifference, coupled with Tanya's constant bullying, left her feeling like an outsider in her own home. Arianna's dreams were big, though. She wanted to become a dancer, but her mother never supported her aspiration. Instead, Gloria pushed her toward more practical but uninspiring work, like helping out at the local convenience store or running errands for Ray's family. She was constantly reminded that dreams were a luxury for those who didn't have to worry about bills. One day, an unexpected invitation arrived in the mail. A grand charity gala was being held at the Metropolitan Opera House in Manhattan, and it was an event of the season, attended by the city's wealthiest and most influential figures. Arianna's heart skipped a beat as she read the invitation. She had always dreamed of attending such an event, but the ticket price was out of her reach. When Arianna told her mother, Gloria rolled her eyes. "That's not for people like us, Arianna. Stick to reality." But Arianna's dreams weren't so easily crushed. She worked extra hours at the convenience store and borrowed a dress from a friend who worked at a thrift shop. The night of the gala arrived, and as Arianna prepared, she felt like she was stepping into a different world, one that had always felt so far away. But when she tried to leave, Gloria and Tanya made sure she wouldn't get far. Tanya had secretly spilled ketchup on the dress, ruining it just before Arianna could walk out the door. "I don't want you embarrassing us, Arianna," Gloria said coldly, not even trying to hide her disdain. "Stay here where you belong." Arianna, heartbroken, retreated to her room. Feeling trapped, she sat by her window, staring at the glimmering city lights from afar, knowing that her dream of attending the gala was slipping away. But then, to her surprise, the doorbell rang. When she opened the door, she found a woman standing there, a stranger who introduced herself as Miss Jada. "I know you've been dreaming of this night, Arianna. Don't let anyone stop you from chasing your dreams." Miss Jada was dressed in a beautiful, sparkling gown, and in her hand was a sparkling pair of silver heels. She waved a hand over Arianna, and before she knew it, Arianna was transformed. Her dirty, wrinkled dress was now a shimmering, elegant gown, and her hair was done up in a beautiful bun with a few loose curls framing her face. The silver heels fit perfectly, and as she stepped into them, it felt like magic had woven her reality into something extraordinary. "But how?" Arianna whispered in awe. "Just go, dear," Miss Jada said with a smile, "and don't worry about what anyone says. This night is yours." Arianna couldn't believe it. She dashed out the door, determined to make it to the gala, and the moment she stepped into the venue, all eyes were on her. She danced and mingled, amazed by how she felt like she belonged in this world. She caught the eye of a young, kind-hearted philanthropist named Dominic, who was taken by her beauty, grace, and vibrant energy. They danced together, lost in the music, as though the world had melted away. But as the clock struck midnight, a wave of panic swept over Arianna. She had to leave before Gloria and Tanya found out she had gone. In a hurry, she ran down the stairs, accidentally leaving one of her silver heels behind. Dominic searched the entire venue, desperate to find the girl who had captured his heart. He eventually found the silver heel and vowed to find the woman it belonged to. The next day, he traveled to the Bronx, determined to return the shoe to its rightful owner. When Dominic arrived at Arianna's apartment, Gloria and Tanya immediately tried to shut the door in his face, but Arianna, recognizing him from the night before, stepped forward. Dominic, without hesitation, asked her to try on the shoe, and when it fit perfectly, he knew she was the one he had been looking for. Arianna, though overwhelmed, smiled. She knew that this was her chance. She had always been told to stay in her place, but now she realized her dreams were valid, and she wasn't defined by the limitations others tried to place on her.